Richard III opens with Richard, Duke of Gloucester, delivering a famous soliloquy in which he declares his intention to seize the English throne. Bitter over his physical deformity and exclusion from love, Richard resolves to become a villain. Richard engineers the downfall of his brother Clarence, manipulating King Edward IV into believing Clarence is a threat. Clarence is imprisoned in the Tower and later murdered on Richard's orders. King Edward IV dies, leaving his young sons, Prince Edward and Richard of York, as heirs. Richard is named Lord Protector, giving him control over the realm during their minority. Richard skillfully eliminates political rivals, including Lord Hastings, who initially supports him but is suddenly executed without trial when Richard accuses him of treason. Through calculated hypocrisy, Richard presents himself as reluctant to accept power. With the help of the Duke of Buckingham, a powerful nobleman, he stages a public performance that convinces the people to offer him the crown. Richard has his nephews, the princes in the Tower, secretly murdered, an act that marks his moral point of no return and alienates many former allies. Queen Elizabeth, Lady Anne, and the Duchess of York form a chorus of grief and condemnation, mourning the victims of Richard's ambition and foretelling his downfall. Buckingham begins to lose favor when Richard refuses to reward him adequately. Buckingham's hesitation about killing the princes leads Richard to view him as disposable. Richard turns increasingly paranoid, ordering more executions and relying on fear rather than loyalty to rule. Henry Tudor, Earl of Richmond, emerges as a rival claimant to the throne, gathering support in exile and representing hope for restoration. Before the Battle of Bosworth Field, Richard is haunted by the ghosts of his victims, who curse him and bless Richmond. This supernatural visitation reflects Richard's inner unraveling. In battle, Richard fights fiercely but is overwhelmed. His famous cry, a horse, my kingdom for a horse," captures his desperation and the collapse of his authority. Richard is killed by Richmond, ending the Wars of the Roses. Richmond becomes King Henry VII, uniting the houses of York and Lancaster through marriage and promising peace and stability. The play concludes with moral resolution, showing tyranny defeated and order restored, while Richard's rise and fall serve as a warning against unchecked ambition and moral corruption. Shakespeare portrays Richard as both monster and charismatic anti-hero, making the play a dark exploration of power, manipulation.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos.